to your Daily 5 for Thursday, January 25th, 2024. There was an Xbox showcase, I think sometime last week, I want to say, where there were announcements about different games. I don't really even know what the nature of it was, but the thing that came out that got most people's attention is the fact that that Bethesda, I believe, is publishing. I don't think they're making it. I don't remember the studio name. But in any event, somebody is making a first-person Indiana Jones game called Indiana Jones and the Secret Circle or the Great Circle, something to that effect. And it made the rounds on all the video game blogs, and I saw it, popping up here and there on social media, and people were really excited about it because they seem to have a really good facial model for Harrison Ford. They've captured it. Troy Baker's doing the voice, and he sounds really good. I will say, he sounds really good for a lot of that trailer. And basically, this got a lot of people excited because it's Indiana Jones, and unlike the most recent movie, it looks like it's set in the correct time period, and it's got a young Harrison Ford model look-alike type thing happening, and it's first person, and so, the music's in the trailer, and, Indiana Jones is punching Nazis, and it's kind of all the things. It's a little disappointing to me that it's Nazis again. I think for some people, myself included, maybe something beyond the Nazis would be fun. But whatever, I understand what this is. They're putting this in the most popular era of a popular character to try to capitalize on as large an audience as possible. I don't care. It doesn't bother me that it's Nazis. I just wouldn't mind it being somebody else. Although, in recent times, especially in the United States, perhaps it's a good reminder that Nazis should be shot, punched, killed, whipped, burned, whatever adjectives you want to use for it, or whatever methods of death there are. That should be applied. So perhaps it is good that it's Nazis again. In any event, I watched the trailer, and it was very odd to me because it looks very good. I mean, this is a trailer, of course. We don't know what the actual gameplay will be, but the mechanics look solid. It looks like an Indiana Jones game. Like, it has the feeling, the music, all the stuff looked right. All the parts were correct. All the stuff I expected to see in an Indiana Jones game was present. And yet when I got to the end of it, I didn't really feel any excitement to it. And that's not because I have any problem with what I saw of the gameplay or whatever we saw of gameplay. I don't know how much was gameplay and how much was just cinematics. It's not that I saw anything that bothered me. It's not that I don't like Indiana Jones. I quite enjoy Indiana Jones, at least the first 3 films, or as I should say, the only 3 films. But I realized that I never really had the desire to play an Indiana Jones game in first person. Something about Indiana Jones just doesn't make me want to play as the character. I enjoy watching the character. I like seeing the character do things. But unlike a lot of other properties, I don't think I ever really envisioned myself as Indiana Jones, which seems odd because I'm sure a lot of people have. I know people have. They dress up as Indiana Jones all the time. So I know that thing exists for a lot of people. But even though I've been an Indiana Jones fan my whole life that I've known about the films, I don't think I ever really imagined being that character. There was something about that character that seemed that you wouldn't ever be that person. You would always see that person and admire them. It's a weird thing. I don't really know how to explain it. It's not because I think there's anything that's inherently... I mean, look, it's not like I resemble Jedis either, and yet I imagine having a lightsaber and having force powers and all that stuff when I was younger. But I don't remember ever feeling like I wanted to emulate Indiana Jones. I just liked seeing that character doing what he was doing. And so the game... I mean, it looks, like I said, looks good, sounds great, and it seems to make sense as far as its mechanics and its setting and everything. But when I got to the end of it, I thought, okay, well, if it's good, I'll probably play it, but I don't have any driving desire to. If they announced a new Fallout game, I would be waiting to play that game. I would want to jump into that world. Star Wars games are kind of hit or miss, so similar thing. But something about the Indiana Jones game, I watched it. I appreciate that it looks like it's probably going to be good, or at least passable. You never know. But it looks... Everything about it, the ingredients all look correct. We have to wait to see what the final product is. But I didn't have any really driving, inherent, interior excitement to embody that character. Which, as I say it, sounds strange to me because I love the character. But I just somehow never thought about actually being the character. And so I was curious. If any of you watched this trailer, saw the game, were you excited to play it? Are there characters like this for you? Ones that you enjoy watching movies where these characters exist, but that and of course, heroic characters. You don't want to be somebody terrible, even if you can enjoy watching them. But is this something that you have for characters? Because it's an odd thing for me. So I was just curious. Later.